Holly Thomas would often take Megan to the recording sessions of hers as opposed to daycare. Holly was a rapper herself, and she was impressed with her daughter's skills, but she felt her lyrics were too explicit and suggestive for her age. Instead, she told Megan to wait until she was 21 before pursuing a career in rap. She also became Megan's manager over time. Megan has opened up about losing her mother, stating that she had to remove the life support. Her mother had a brain tumor and was suffering back-to-back seizures. Back in 2020, Megan filed a lawsuit against her old record label, 1501 Certified Entertainment, claiming they were stopping her from releasing music. 28-year-old Megan at the time had stated that she didn't know what she was signing. She didn't know the terms, the ins and outs of her contract, and she was ill-advised. She filed another lawsuit against 1501 Certified Entertainment in 2021 over a row what constitutes an album. That dispute was about her 2021 release, Something for the Hotties, which was classed as a mixtape. 1501 then countersued her for breach of contract. The reason why this was so important was that Megan was under obligations to give them free albums, and 1501 did not think of Something for the Hotties as an album. On the 15th of July of 2020, Megan told the world that she had suffered gunshot wounds. The wounds were located in her feet, and she had already undergone surgery to have them removed. During the trial, Megan testified that she had been shot on the 12th of July after leaving a house in the Hollywood Hills. Megan said that she and Tory Lanez had argued in her car after she had criticized his musical talent. She says that he became so enraged and he had ordered her to "dance bitch dance" outside the vehicle while shooting at her feet. She didn't want to tell the police what had happened immediately right there because I didn't want to die. This would eventually come back to haunt Megan because it was used for a basis to discredit her online. Online, the masses were ruthless, with whole forums dedicated to not believing her and calling her a liar. Megan felt disappointed by her former friend, Kelsey Harris, who was with her on the night of the shooting, although Kelsey pleaded the fifth eventually in court so she could avoid answering any questions pertaining to the shooting. Kelsey also claimed that she never saw Lanez fire the gun. On the 8th of October of 2020, Lanez was charged with shooting Megan. On October the 26th of 22, Lanez was placed under house arrest. He was also ordered to wear an ankle monitor at all times. The decision is made citing another violation of Lanez's bail, in which he allegedly attacked another singer. On August 8, 2023, 3 years after the shooting, Tory was sentenced to 10 years in prison. All the while Megan was recovering from the shock and the PTSD from the shooting, there were many people in the hip-hop community who were casting doubt on the validity of her statements and questioning if the shooting had even happened. Academics, Drake, DaBaby, Nicki Minaj and 50 Cent all doubted her. Although 50 has now apologized and said that he believes Megan. Megan had also asked the court to issue a restraining order against Tory. She claims that he is harassing her through the prison. Just now recently, Megan has been granted the 5-year restraining order against Tory Lanez. On top of the trial itself, Megan was also dealing with a blogger who she alleged was publishing false narratives against her. Megan's lawyers argued that the blogger was paid to publish these false statements and thus influencing any potential jury members. On October the 30th, Megan had also filed a lawsuit in Florida against Milagro Cooper, a blogger. She says that Milagro was acting as a paid surrogate for Lanez, and according to court documents, Cooper had posted a deepfake image of Megan on Twitter, or X, and made various damaging claims about her personal life, including stating that she was an alcoholic and questioning her mental status. Additionally, the lawsuit claims that Cooper had labeled Megan an angry black woman. Megan's team also contended that Cooper's statements are not also factually incorrect, but also defamatory, particularly regarding the gun. The lawsuit asserts that Cooper claimed the firearm was lost and thus not presented during the trial, despite it being in the custody of the Los Angeles Police Department. Just now, a judge has ruled that the case can move forward. A judge has said that Meghan has indeed made a compelling case. The blogger has indeed defamed her. Also, even though the blogger hadn't shared the deepfake videos of Meghan, by liking them, they were displayed on her like page, and thus contributing to her defamation. However, the judge has dismissed the case of cyberstalking. Meghan will have to adjust this claim. The case is ongoing, but the judge has stated that the seemingly defamation of Meghan, the blogger has gained a larger social media following, online notoriety, and a lucrative sponsorship deal. Together with Amazon Prime, Meghan has produced a new documentary titled Meghan in Her Words. The documentary is made in the anime style, one of Meghan's favourite hobbies, and it tells the story of her shooting and the build-up all the way to the trial. One of the contradicting statements made by Meghan in the documentary, however, was stating that she had slept with Tory Lanez, something she had previously denied in an interview with Gayle King. Naturally, Tory's defence team immediately jumped on this bandwagon and called for a mistrial on the grounds that Meghan had admitted to lying. This was, however, quickly dismissed. Meghan had not lied in court, only to the press. Are you starting to see the problem with believing everything that happens to Meghan? Meghan performed at several European festivals in July of 24 as part of her Hot Girls Summer Tour. The Hot Girls Summer Tour was Meghan's first headlining tour. It began in Minneapolis on the 14th of May of 24 and concluded in New York City on September the 26th. The tour supported her third studio album, Meghan. I went to the final show of the tour in London of the European leg. It was really good. The show was amazing. She had the stamina. She performed, I think, for like an hour and 40 minutes straight, and it was just a vibe. It was really good. This tour was also a statement. The rollout with this album was themed Meghan as a snake, as a reptile. And what does a snake do? It sheds its skin, right? So this would also symbolize Meghan's rebirth and how she is going to live. There are quite a few bangers on the album, Meghan, especially Hiss and Rattle, I really like. I don't need to hear it in the club or at the pub, but it's perfect, for doing me dishes. Of course, anyone in the spotlight is going to receive some level of hate. It's inevitable. But in Meghan's case, it does seem a little bit more extreme than we have seen it towards other celebrities in the past. Now, is this justified, or is it just plain old jealousy? I think that no one deserves to receive this much hatred, let alone almost have a coup staged against them, as this is the artist in recent history with the most polarizing fan base. Even Meghan herself has stated that some of the hotties need to reel it in a bit because she doesn't like the way some of us be acting out here. And I agree. There are a lot of people who owe Meghan an apology within the industry and within the fan base, but I do think that this is something that she will get over. One thing I have noticed about it is that a lot of her material is starting to sound a little bit similar, and we're getting a bit over familiarized with her sound and with her as an artist. So she does need to keep it fresh and switch it up if we are to remain interested in her. If you like this video, please subscribe.